That was Walker Buehler punching out Buster Posey. Now we're going to Gerrit Cole punching out Byron Buxton. Note the pitch count here. Top 7, Gerrit Cole on his way to a complete game shutout is at 84 pitches to open the 7th inning. So are you thinking like, I got to be economical here if you're Gerrit Cole?
No, I mean, you're trying to go 15 per, so through 6. If he's at 90, he's in a pretty good spot. I think if you're at 90 through 6, you're not thinking complete game at all. And obviously, I don't know how he thinks really, but for me, like 6 at 90, shutout, like they haven't scored. Cool. I probably throw 70, or I could probably throw 7, maybe get into the 8th, right?
Yeah.
But being 6 below that, if you can go and have like a 12 pitch inning, you're kind of putting yourself like below that threshold. But in today's game, man, if you're over 90 at the end of an inning, it's hard to imagine that you're going to finish the game or go back out for the next one. But that's why they pay him, $35 million a year or whatever.
100%. So
on this at bat though, just play it straight through because I want to try, because I haven't faced Buxton maybe ever, and I haven't gotten to watch Cole much. But I'll tell you what I see from this at bat.
Got you. So Cole starting the 7th, 85th pitch is 98 off the plate away. Buxton spits. So now he comes back 1-0. Buxton chases a curve away. Knuckle curve 85. That thing's hard as hell, man. I love that pitch. 1-1 goes to it again, and Buxton chases low. So 1 and 2 on back-to-back curveballs, and he dots 98, lower outside corner. That was domination from him in 4 pitches.
Yeah. So the thing on that, as I said, I don't think I've ever faced Buxton. Watching that at bat, to me, it's curveball over slider to him. So he must handle hard slider pretty well because Cole throws a lot of right on right 89-mile-an-hour sliders, right? So for him to throw curveball, which we've seen him as he's gotten older throw less and less and throw more sliders, there's got to be something either that game, that day, or in this matchup that for him curveball is way better than slider for him to go back to back, right? Or they just like the reaction they got on the first time. But what I think makes this 1-2 pitch so good is that he gave himself probably one chance to throw a perfect fastball, and he did. But that curveball is coming out of such a higher tunnel. Like, for instance, if those were both sliders and not curveballs, that probably would have been a heater up because you're trying to create some separation. But to get a freeze like that curveball starting 12 inches, 15 inches higher than that fastball.
Right.
So that's why you get the freeze.
So common thinking that I've heard, and like if you want to sequence, a four-seam fastball off of a curveball that has a bit more like of that hammer 12-6 type movement, it's follow up that curveball or follow up a high fastball with that curveball because they start almost same spot and then they break off. So if he goes elevated fastball there, you're probably getting a swing from Buxton, right?
Yeah, that's my assumption. Or that's like listen, all these things are different. We never know what Buxton is looking for, what he's thinking, right? But in kind of theoretical pitching, like the spot to throw a freeze fastball is down away out from those two, and the spot to throw a swing fastball is at the top.
Got you. Okay. Interesting.
But on a slider, it's probably different, right? Because if those were both sliders, that's where the slider was coming out of, right? So you'd think the swing fastball is down away.
Yeah.